Yes,
What's going on? Another international break. I can agree that this international break has been interesting. Nice matches, and it's not. You don't think so?
um, my week was busy. The
Mm.
international break. I don't understand why everybody is saying it was interesting. The first leg of the quarter final was not interesting.
Mm.
The qualifiers were not interesting. It was only the second leg. Only the second leg. And now let me go to England. There is nothing Thomas Tuchel.
Forget about England yet.
Wait, I'm going straight. Yeah. There is nothing Thomas Tuchel is going to do in England currently that we are going to praise unless he wins a cup for England.
Hey, calm down.
Gary Southgate took this England, the same England squad to back-to-back Euro final.
No, you are not.
World Cup. Wait.
And that is where the problem is with Mubarak.
Wait, chill. World Cup quarter final, World Cup semi final. What you said was, wait, chill.
You're getting it wrong.
Wait, I'm not getting it wrong. You said you was a qualifier and you love what you saw.
No. Wait.
Okay, so rephrase it.
I said it meant something.
To who?
You don't understand. Like,
yeah, make me
for
understand.
me, whenever I watch the Nations League, I just think those players are playing so they can make UEFA rich.
Yeah, because it is a glorified friendly.
So I don't see any purpose to Nations League. But when I watch World Cup qualifiers, or I watch of any continent, to me, it's like, when we're growing up watching football, it means something. You are watching football for a reason. Like, these players
For a purpose.
playing
Yeah.
because they want Nations League. To me, I think it's just trying to injure those players.
No. The Nations League is there to replace friendly matches.
Thank you. But now they want to make it look like it's more.
No. They are not trying to make it look like anything.
Yeah, they're trying to make it look valuable.
I understand where you're coming from. But even if you should Google it on Wikipedia, everywhere it is written, even all the players themselves, they said UEFA Nations League is a glorified friendly match. Now, just to make all those players play the UEFA Nations League, that is why they introduced this quarter final, semi final, final. Cristiano Ronaldo did not play all the group stages matches.
Are you sure? No, that guy played everywhere.
For Portugal.
Someone I was looking for
the first leg. See, the fact that he's looking for 1,000 goals does not mean he should enjoy himself in friendly matches.
What is he playing for? What is he enjoying himself for? He plays in Saudi League? I love him.
Was that not his first trophy with his country?
No.
Euros now.
Euros.
Oh, okay, Euros, and then
Euros.
And then now, he won Nations League.
Yes, he won the friendly match.
He has been very successful with them, honestly. But that's not
with Portugal.
Yeah. in their history.
Which history? Do you know how he has played 4 World Cups, right? 4 or 5. How many World Cups?
That's why I say when I talk from a contextual point of view. Like, when I look at Portugal now, Portugal's team.
Don't say that. I knew they have a good team. Don't come and say their team is not good or they don't have.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying their team is
okay. That's what say what you're saying.
I'm not putting it in perspective. I'm saying before this generation, before all these ones that we can now say that Portugal is a top team. We've never really rated Portugal like that. Even with them Figo and them the likes, they had spectacular footballers, but they did not achieve anything on the world stage. But Cristiano Ronaldo down the line, they've been doing well compared to how they achieved historically. Yeah.
No,
You are comparing them against their history.
Yes. So when I say that he has been successful, I mean that he has been successful. A typical Portuguese man will say, their team is doing well. Because they know what it was before. It's not like Nigeria. For Nigerian team now, we are not successful right now. Not qualified for the last World Cup. This one, last one, we got to the final, we did not win. But for me, growing up, whenever I think about Super Eagles, I see them as a very strong team in Africa. But right now, they are nothing. They are just jokes. So if we put them into perspective, it is the way I see. I see.
I understand. I understand where you are coming from, but I will ask you a question. Let's assume, like, this is just an assumption. Let's assume Manchester City, they have not won any Premier League before Pep Guardiola joined the team.
Mm-hmm.
And now he built that team to the stage they are right now.
Yeah.
He won 2 league, yes, let's say 2 EPL consecutively. Let me just say 2 EPLs in, I said, let's
assume.
Yes. So let's assume he won 2 EPL in 10 years. 2 EPL in 10 years. Are you going to say he has been successful in Manchester City?
That's an unfair assumption. That's an unfair comparison. You can't equate it. Wait now.
It is history. You just said history now, and that's what I'm trying to see.
That's what when I say it's an unfair comparison. You can't use club football and international football. When you talk about international football, we're talking about World Cup, we're talking about Euros, and most recently Nations League, right? We both agree that Nations League is a joke, but they won it. World Cup, you are talking about Germany, France, Italy, England, Brazil, Argentina. Those guys are not a joke. Now, you cannot compare any of these Portuguese. Forget Cristiano Ronaldo. We rate Ronaldo.
I think when put full stop or stopgap with what you can't compare a team against its history. There's a competition for a reason. They are competing against other people to prove that they are supposed to go down in history. Your own comparison is unfair because you are comparing him against his own people. Obviously, who will you compare Cristiano Ronaldo to? Any Portuguese player you compare Cristiano Ronaldo to will probably come out, because Ronaldo will probably come out on top. But where it now really matters is, let's compare that team from when let's say when Ronaldo came into his own and said, okay, yeah, this Portugal team is built around Ronaldo. From that point up to now, compare it against the world stage. Compare it against people. Are they successful? Yeah.
They are. Yeah. Maybe we agree on the same point. I'm not saying they are not successful. What I'm saying is, I think maybe I misunderstood you. The assumption is maybe they should be more successful than they are because of the caliber of players that they have.
No, I'm not. I don't even have any assumption. You were the one that said they've been successful.
Yeah,
if you look at their history,
I think they've been.
And even this Portugal Ronaldo is not even part of the talking points, like specifically. It's just
what we are trying to see with this Portuguese team, I don't think they can win anything. And Ronaldo is not their problem. Like, we need to point that out. Like, Ronaldo is not our problem.
There are better teams out there.
Yes. The only issue I have...
better teams out there that will not even win anything.
Yeah, the only issue I have with these Portuguese, Ronaldo has been carrying them for years. Like, when I say carrying, we all know proper carrying. Right now, with the caliber of players that are in that squad, why are we still talking about Cristiano Ronaldo? It is easier. It should be easier for 9 players that ought to be in their prime to carry Ronaldo than for Ronaldo that is old to carry 9. That is the only issue I have with that squad currently.
I think it's deeper than that, and I know we don't plan on talking about Portugal like this, but I think it's deeper than that. I think it's more personally. This is my own assessment. I think it's more of a psychological thing for Portugal than creative or tactical.
What do you mean psychological?
Psychological in the sense that you've made a very valid point that at this point of at this point in the Portuguese national team, they should be carrying Ronaldo, not that
Yes.
Ronaldo will carry them. But the truth is, let us be frank. Let's be very frank. At this point, where football is right now, Ronaldo should not even be in the squad. Talk more of being on the bench. The fact that they don't have a choice from a political standpoint. Hold on.
No.
Wait, let me finish my point. The fact that they don't have a point from they don't have a choice but to always call Ronaldo into the squad every time they need to play.
And you think they don't have a choice because it's political?
Wait, I think it's more of a political statement than a footballing statement. There are
What does
better
that mean?
strikers. At this point, I love Ronaldo. I'm a Ronaldo fan. I think Ronaldo is better than Messi. I will always say it anytime. But at this point in his career, there are better footballers that need the opportunity that Ronaldo is occupying that would not have access to play because Ronaldo is still there. I'm not saying he's not a goal scorer, but I think there are still better footballers that will never have that limelight because
Okay,
Ronaldo
yeah.
is there.
I
Look at the last
understand.
game. Look at the second leg. Sorry, I will soon round up my point. Look at the second leg. When they took him out and the Trincao came in and everything, like they scored 2 goals. You can see that the game was faster. They had more legs. They could cover more ground. They could do a lot more in terms of speed, opening the game, taking more risk when he was not on the field than when he was on the field. So now, I'm not saying Ronaldo is not a good footballer, but I'm saying no, he's not on that level anymore. Not on that level anymore. You can't compare him now with Harry Kane. Harry Kane in the next 3 years, 4 years, you should not expect him in the English team because hello, he will not have the legs again.
You know what you said. Literally, it is true, but tactically, it is wrong. Now, let's start from there. In this, I think yes, this Nations League matches that Ronaldo did not play. I think against Scotland, it was 1-1. In the second leg, Ronaldo did not play too. When they brought him in, he scored the winning goal for them. It was like 2 or 3 games in this same Nations League that Ronaldo did not play. You know I'm not a Ronaldo fan. I'm always Messi. But that Ronaldo did not play and those players could not do anything. But in the second leg, when he played, they won those games.
Yeah,
Now,
to him, it's too much.
Now, let's talk about this last game. When they removed Ronaldo, like, I'll be sincere with you, their game changed. They were more direct, they were more fast. But let's not forget, they brought in fresh legs to play against German teams that are tired.
True.
Not German.
It was Denmark. Yes. They were tired. So it is normal. And now let's talk about Ronaldo himself. Who is in that Portuguese squad that will start over Ronaldo as a centre forward?
That's what you are not getting. Wait. Now, I don't know. I'm not saying that I have identified the footballer better than Ronaldo in that position. I'm saying they are stuck on him because he has carried them for a long time. It's just like Nigeria and Victor Osimhen. Have you noticed that the reason we are in the position where we are right now in Super Eagles is partly because every time Osimhen is injured and is unavailable to play in the national team, we don't score.
We can score, yeah. Yes.
What kind of nonsense is that? We have Victor Boniface. We have
Boniface just came back from injury. He had the injury.
Do you know the difference?
No, I mean at that time.
There are systems.
Do you know the difference? There's a big difference. No, there's a big difference.
They have other systems that can that can work. Look at Brazil. Look at Spain. Rodrigo.
What's Brazil? Please don't even mention Brazil.
The thing is, when you are so reliant on,
you just said Zubimendi.
No, I mean Spain now, the final now. When Rodrigo, they can function without having to rely on only one person.
Your star player.
It's so clear that if Ronaldo is not at it, they are not going to achieve anything.
Yes. You know, you see,
Felix that we saw. That no, I'm not talking about this guy now. I'm saying, remember when he came out?
See, there is a place I'm going to. Wait, there is a place I'm going to. Everything you said right now about other teams, other countries, it is right. But when it comes to Portugal,
it's like that.
When it comes to Portugal, it is wrong. France is not like that, though. I will explain. Do you know why? Do you know why it is wrong? Do you know why it is wrong in Portugal? In other countries, they have players that can play that position, that same position, that you expect them to step up. When you said Nigeria, Boniface can step up. We have this guy that is also playing in France. He went to.
You have this Rangers striker.
Yes.
They've not been that's really paining me. I don't know why.
So we have players that you expect them to step up.
Yes, sir.
Now, but let's talk about Portugal. They do not have a center forward that you will expect to step up if Ronaldo is not playing. Diogo Jota is never available.
Gonzalo
Ramos does not even play. Does not even
start in PSG.
No,
that's even they don't even use a 9 because
now you understand that in Portugal it is different. So it is not the same thing. In other countries they have players that you expect to step up, but in Portugal,
Mubarak, you know what it means to be 40? 10 years you'll be 50.
Damn, they don't have a center forward. Do you know why I said when you say it is political? Why I said I don't think it is political is, let's assume it is political and Ronaldo just have to start somehow. When a coach is selecting his squad for any international break like this, even if you are not going to start, he is still going to pick players that are on form. Now, they don't even have players to choose. It is still the same set of players that they are still selecting. Players that are not performing. Let's assume, you have players that is performing week in, week out. Then we can talk about, okay, why not bench Ronaldo? Play this person. But they don't even have at all.
These people were going through, I mean, it's not probably not the same thing, but that when Testaga came out and said, no.
Oh, Testaga.
Germany. Against Noah. I'm good enough to start now. Obviously, he had the claim to say, yeah, I'm good enough to start. That one, I can see why you say, oh, yeah, maybe political. Yeah, maybe because they had like for like.
Otua and this other goalkeeper that retired because of him. That he cannot.
No, you know that one is. Dude, let's not even lie. Otua against. Please, there's a big difference. No, I'm telling you that I can back up that decision to say, this dude is better than you.
Not? Don't.
I'm giving you. See, in Portugal, like Mubarak said, there's nobody to fill Ronaldo's shoes. Even half, like, okay, come and play. Nobody. Germany, I can say Ter Stegen can bench now. Especially after coming from that injury.
Even this Portugal, if they have Hendrick on their bench, like just Hendrick, I will start Hendrick over the likes of, Diogo Jota is a fantastic footballer, but when a player is injury prone, it is normal for him not to be at that top level anymore. Currently, you don't know what you get from Diogo Jota. Rafael is the only player that I know aside Upamecano that always flop on big stages. I see anytime Rafael is performing, it is when the whole world are not watching. But any day the whole world decide, okay, let's watch this guy, let's even see him. That is the day that boy that will flop. The same thing with Upamecano.
Can we leave?
I don't even. Lastly, I don't even think it's fair because Ronaldo scored in that match now. Yeah, he scored a ball. He scored and then.
There's no match.
It doesn't matter if he didn't.
I'm not saying it's. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Ronaldo.
Oh no! I'm not saying that you're saying it's not. I'm just saying that.
So attached to that guy that.
Yeah, you'll be attached to somebody if you don't have a good replacement. That's just it.
They don't have any self. You're right. You've made 5.
So that is it.
Anyway,
England.
That was a long.
England.
Let's go.
England.
Thomas Tuchel is clear on what he wants to do.
Wait.
Yes, we can say that.
Wait. I want they played 2 matches, but against Albania and Latvia. I just want Latvia.
No.
They were home, both of them.
Yeah.
Were they home?
Yeah, they were home, both of them.
Now, Thomas Tuchel is clear on what he wants to do. I follow England. I've followed England as much as I followed Nigeria. I think
you follow England more than you follow Nigeria. But...
Yeah. So when I talk about England, I know what I'm saying. Now, the game.
Oh, you might be biased. There's also that too.
Yeah, it's true. The point is the style of Tuchel and the style of Southgate is clearly different. Tuchel is not thinking about drawing a game. No, don't get me wrong. He will still lose. He will lose games. He will draw games. But you would know that his thinking is about attack. He has so much confidence in the quality of players in England that he thinks that they can beat anybody. And that is why, if you look at the midfield in the first game, because if you look at the analysis of the 2 games, you realize that one team was more defensive than the other. Latvia was more defensive, even though they lost 3-0. They were more defensive.
England was more defensive against Latvia?
They lost 3-0. But they had a more defensive shape than Albania.
Yeah. They played a 5-4-1. So.
Okay. So the scoreline might not really tell us a lot about how the game went, but it was a more defensive game. So England needed to break them down. But in the first game, where these guys, although they played defensive, but it wasn't as defensive as you would expect an Albania side to put themselves in front of England. The midfield of Jones, Bellingham, and who was the third person?
And Rice
was so fluid that
I saw
the best of Declan Rice in that first game. I felt like, wow, this guy is not actually bad as a 6 if you have good players in front of him. He actually felt like his position in that 6, because Jones was everywhere. That guy has legs, he has lungs, that guy is strong. So he gave Bellingham but Bellingham did not slide. All those funny slide tackles that he does, he did not have to do. He was actually a playmaker in that midfield.
Right.
Bellingham. No, Bellingham.
Oh, okay.
Bellingham.
Yeah, there's no need. If I have Declan Rice, why am I? And then I have Curtis Jones. Why am I?
Now, compare that midfield 3 with one that we've had in last couple of years, the personnel are similar, but the style of play is clearly different.
Let
Now,
me
the
go back
difference
to
is here.
the midfield three
You don't have,
behind
you did not put
Southgate.
Foden there in the first, but although you used Foden in the last 10 minutes or 15 minutes of the second match, and you could see that Foden felt more comfortable playing as an offensive eight in that game. Oh no, or 10-8, because he did the 2 in that game.
And yeah, because he brought out Bellingham now. So
Yeah. So it was very fluid. But my own point, because I know Mubarak wants to say something about the game. I am not comparing. I know Southgate took them to different finals. I know the position Tuchel is taking is more risky. He's not as pragmatic as Southgate. Southgate was a very pragmatic manager. He would rather defend and protect himself than go offensive. But we can see clearly that Tuchel is going to risk it. He's going to try to win. Is he going to win? I don't know. Time will tell. Time will tell. But it's so clear. It's so clear that I don't think Foden would play regularly in that team. I don't see how he plays regularly. I don't see how Rashford plays regularly, except in the second half of games. No, don't get me. I'm not saying he's not playing well.
He started both of. He's one of the
Yeah.
4 or 5 players that started both.
I'm not saying he's not going to play, but I see him as a more impact sub than a starter.
Rashford. Who played there? So who should play there? Who should play there?
Are you done now?
Wait, no, you asked me a question.
I'm asking him who should play ahead of. Who should start?
I think an Eberechi is, even though he's not as popular a person.
Yeah, I'd rather bring Easy than.
Okay, fine.
He's a baller.
Oh
no, he is.
Thank you. For the first time in many years, out of 100%, 85% was right. What kind of
what's that word? Patronage is this? Why are you patronizing me?
I am not. I am just surprised some stuff are coming out from you.
So I'm a stupid person, but I'm not stupid today.
But now, let's not start. Thomas Tuchel. I will start with, I don't trust him. When I say I don't trust him, in all the teams I have seen Thomas Tuchel coached, it has always been different formation. And I think it depends on the availability of the players. At PSG, it was 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1. At Chelsea, it was mainly 3-4-3. And now with this English squad, the 2 games, he played attacking football. So I don't think he will continue to play this attacking football. It depends on the players that are available. So I don't want you to be too comfortable with the style of play and think, it might not go back to this Gareth Southgate system.
No, he cannot. He does not.
I am not saying.
Now he has never played defensive football.
Never. At Chelsea, a 3-4-3 system, or let me say a 3-5-2 system, you are playing both. You are attacking and you are defending.
Exactly.
Let me quickly add this, especially because it's England. I think England right now is a manager or a coach's dream for almost all the positions.
Yes,
they have. It's so beautiful, and I think it really fits Tuchel. Like mid-game, we can switch it up to anything that we want.
Yeah,
which is so beautiful.
Yeah,
I don't want to trust him too yet mainly because Southgate will probably win those 2 matches. Not even probably. Or you even expect
with more scoreline.
Exactly. I even expect England without a manager to win those two matches.
This Southgate has just created a lot of problem
Wait.
for the next coaches. Like, I'm not talking about just Thomas Tuchel alone. No. Next coaches.
Latvia. We are saying because Latvia is a small, we don't know Latvia. We think, bro, did you watch Euros? Did you see how they performed in Euros?
No, it's not because we don't know. We don't know because of the squad that England potentially has.
No, but wait. I'll be sincere with you. The squad is overrated. I am not saying the players. Wait, I am not saying the players are not good. They have the depth. Like, they have the depth everywhere. But I think the most difficult thing to do with that English squad is balancing.
I don't even think so, honestly.
Well, see, yes, that's what we think. People will think it's not so. Okay, let's look at the first game. In the first game, he started Kyle Walker. Even though Kyle Walker was shit in that first game. In the midfield, it was Declan.
He was not shit.
Was shit.
No, he was not.
Declan, Jude, and Curtis Jones. Now, I'll tell you, that midfield, they were fluid in that game. Like, 100% fluid.
He didn't force a player into that midfielder.
Yes. He did not force any player into that midfield.
Sorry, I have to cut you. Sorry.
Okay.
For the first time in my adult life of watching England, we have a manager that is bigger than the players. So he benches you. He's benching you because he wants to. He can.
But I don't think he can bench some players. No, I don't think so.
Like who?
Okay.
He has won the Champions League. Harry Kane does not have any trophy in his cabinet.
It's not like
You know what I mean, right?
I understand what you understand.
No. And it's a valid point.
Yeah, players will respect his decision. They will. So I understand that. Now let's look at the midfield. That day, Declan was the man of the match. Like, Declan was everywhere. Intercepting, tackling, carrying, and that first goal, that Bellingham pass, it is not something you will see like regularly from Bellingham. It is not something.
Okay. Maybe.
Yeah, it's not something you.
England midfield.
Okay, yeah, midfield. It's not something you will see regularly. But do you know what I was surprised that day? Naturally, aside Curtis Jones is just 50%. You would think in that midfield, there is no technically sound player in that midfield. Like those three.
What causes Bellingham and Rice? They were everywhere.
But somehow they were technical in that game. Like somehow they were technical. That's what I said about balancing. See, you might see a selection and you think this is not going to work. When I saw that, I was like, Curtis Jones, even Gravenberch. Anytime we are playing Gravenberch and Curtis Jones, you know defensively they have to rely on the defenders. Konate, yes, they'll be good with the ball. So I was expecting no, but somehow it worked. And now look at the second match. Bellingham was playing deep.
Rogers was more fluid in front.
Bellingham.
What did you say? Was not
fluid.
Was more like a double pivot, but this time around, Bellingham was a box to box.
Yes,
this guy was a dominant six. And Rogers was playing.
Bellingham played his natural position, box to box. The only issue I have with that midfield currently is this guy, Declan Rice.
Okay.
And you think, why do I have issue with him? Declan is their six. Like, he is their six. But Declan is not a standing six. He used to be a standing six. But he used to be a standing six at West Ham. But currently, he is not a standing six. Now, if you are playing Declan with anybody. You need someone that should be able to cover up for him anytime he carries the ball to the attack. That is why when they paired him with Jude Bellingham, I love it. Because you know both of them, they have the work rate. Both of them, they are also
forward and come backward.
Yes, defensively they are solid. With Curtis Jones, it worked, but it was risky.
No, I don't think we give Curtis Jones enough respect.
I'm not saying Curtis Jones is not good. Curtis Jones is good. What he offers is with the ball. That is it.
Yeah, that's why now. You see, the two games. Yeah, Curtis Jones. So it was like a 4-1-2-3.
Yes.
So the first game we had Rice sitting, and we had 2-8.
Declan Rice, but you know Declan Rice did not sit in that game.
Yeah, not really. Actually.
Now that is what I'm saying exactly. If he is not sitting, like we all know, he's not going to sit.
Yeah.
He needs someone.
Mm-hmm.
He needs someone to cover up for him. See, if you are playing, let me just use a team. Okay, let me use this current Manchester City. This current Manchester City, their midfield is always exposed. Why? Because there is no 6 there.
No, there is a 6 now, but Bernardo Silva is still a minus.
Yeah, it's still a minus. Look at this current Arsenal. Anytime Declan is playing up front and you guys are dispossessed, Partey is there. Now
Declan does not play 6 for Arsenal.
No, I know he doesn't play 6, he plays as 8. You understand what I'm saying right now? So if he is the only midfielder for England and you know he is still going to contribute offensively, you need someone that can cover up for him.
I see your point.
That's why I said
in the second game was more interesting because what you did not notice was MLS played. Yeah, he started as a 3, but he played as a 6. In that
yes, he was inverting.
He started as a 3, he inverted as a 6.
He was inverted.
6. So he gave Declan Rice the opportunity sometimes to move forward. Yeah. And come back, move forward, come back. Now, this guy was a box to box, but he played box to box. But you saw him forward a lot because they needed to break Latvia down because Latvia is very defensive. So he had to make runs forward. That guy is strong. I mean, Bellingham is really strong. Now, the thing with Rodgers is this thing with Reece James also. Reece James could add a lot of overlapping runs.
Yes, and no, Rizzo was able to overlap because the person up front was Gerard Bowen.
That you get it.
Yeah, Bowen will not stay on the touchline.
You will come inside.
Bowen will come inside and create the space for the fullback.
It was different from when Foden played it.
Yes.
Foden was just open. Did not even know what to do on that flank. Let's be honest. Foden is good though, but I don't think he's not a winger. We always want him to be a winger because he's a left.
Foden does not have a position in this English
in his life. Guardiola has destroyed him. He does not have. He does. Wait, what I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. I mean, Foden is a midfielder that can only function in certain systems. It cannot function in a system that does not have a strong 6. It cannot function in a system that it needs to play a certain kind of rigid.
Is he the strong 6? I think what is affecting Foden the most currently is Harry Kane. Yeah, you think? Wait, that is it. I know. Currently, if you are playing. See, if you play Foden on the right wing, don't play him. Play him as a 10. you will understand that what is affecting him mostly currently is Harry Kane. Harry Kane is a type of striker that is not going to stay in the box, that is not going to keep the defenders busy. If your center forward is keeping defenders busy, your 10 or your SS can easily do whatever they want with the keeper. And that is what Erling Haaland and Alvarez, when Foden won PFA Player of the Year, Erling Haaland and Alvarez, he had the opportunity to do whatever he wanted because those guys were constantly disturbing defenders. But with Harry Kane does not care. Harry Kane will come deep. And for someone that is coming deep, there is nothing Phil Foden can do. So far, Harry Kane...
You know what I don't like? Yeah, I agree. But at the same time, it's now on Foden to fight. I mean,
He's
playing. Okay. That's what I'm going to. That's what I'm going to now. So Harry Kane does not care. Harry Kane is going to come deep, and there is nothing Phil Foden can do. And for a player that is rigid to a system, there is nothing you can do. Just keep him on the bench.
Guardiola is one of his problems, and we don't want to say it.
No, I don't think so.
Wait. Look at Silva. Sorry, I don't want us to drag this combat because I really want us to finish as quickly as we can. But look at Silva. I mean, the original Silva. I'm not talking about Bernardo. Look at Silva.
Don't do that. Just mention his name. Don't say original.
Silva, because once I say Silva, you do not think about Silva. You probably thought about Bernardo.
Yeah, but then now say his real name. There's no name. No.
There is original Ronaldo. There is original. So we have original Silva.
I don't.
So Silva, the kind of game Silva played, because you remember when Foden was coming up, they wanted him to model Silva. It was understudying Silva. Like,
I don't think so.
Movement of
no, that is true though. That is true.
If you look at the way Silva was moving,
that is true.
Those early stage of Foden.
You know why I don't think so. Silva was coming from deep. He was coming from deep, carrying the ball, then dropping it.
When Pep joined, Silva doesn't have to go deep anymore. There was Fernandinho there for him.
Yes, he was that rock. He was just there. That guy was just there.
But do you know what Astrop is saying right now? What Astrop is saying right now? I understand what he's saying. But do you know why there's a little bit different? Silva, at that age, you cannot change him anymore. Now, Phil Foden needs to learn from him at a younger age. Phil Foden, as at that time, even Phil Foden currently is 24, right? 24. Now, immediately, every time Pep Guardiola is changing his system,
you have to change.
Yeah, because of his age, he is still young. You cannot tell me you put Ronaldo in your team right now and you want to change the way he's playing.
Wait. All these things, we are looking for excuses for Guardiola. That's why I'm saying that they all need to change every season. Yeah, that is changing the style of. You need a certain level of, and I'm not disrespecting Foden, but you need a certain level of intelligence to keep up to
exactly.
Which is
so Foden's gameplay. He has played as a 10. He has played as 8. He has played as 11. Sometimes as 7.
This your excuse. If anything, Foden is probably the one that should succeed the most in the English squad with what you are describing. Is the one struggling the most.
See, because you are performing well in your system on the club level does not mean you will perform well.
No. That's not even why I say he should succeed the most. I'm saying he should succeed the most because of the different positions he has played. He's really, honestly, that match that he played, basically he replaced Bukayo Saka.